It won't come as news that we're really quick to judge, and we do so in order to make sense or to classify. Our classifications are binary in manner. We classify into binary alternatives of good versus bad, and we do so on very little bits of information. And once classified, we tend not to change our minds. Gut feeling plays a really important role in human decision making. And I think what I this morning identified is that there's this tension between gut feeling and rational processing. And I think John made the same point, is that it needs both. It needs almost to overcome our gut feeling, but then to listen to the good knows of professional wisdom based on the analysis. Because this is what's happened. We're just forever based on stimuli, let's say from a customer experience or change management experience. We're just forever classifying things on a variation of good or bad. Once we classify, we're then looking for evidence which confirms our point of view, and it takes a lot to change it, which is why that first customer experience is so critical. When you go out with change, whether it be a customer initiative or whatever the change might be, then the people who you're reaching, your stakeholders, have this instant need to classify, is this good or bad? And really at the moment, often with change, we do it by email or a big auditorium like this, and there's not much to go on. And I maybe, in some changes, through a restructure and someone let the person know, we're hoping that you'll take this promotion, well, that change is suddenly good. For those who know instantly that it is lost, then at least they can classify it accurately, and we don't mislead them or spin. The big swinger is, and this is one of the key initiatives, understanding human instincts and why it's not resistance to change, if the majority of humans don't know how the change might affect them, then the big default is to assume loss. And from that moment, probably because we didn't handle the change very well right from the beginning, is that now that we have it change classified and we now need to recover, and it's why we misread people's response to change as being resistance. It's not resistance, it's just an inability to classify, and the default being loss aversion. What we need to do is manage the classifying, influence the classifying moment when people make up their mind. So to understand human motivation, which is obviously critical to you in the room, we're more motivated by the avoidance of loss than the opportunity to gain. So avoiding loss is just such a more significant motivator than the possibility of gain. Hope I've convinced you that we're not resistant to change, it's something else. It's around avoiding loss as particularly the default. And it will transform customer proposition promise. It'll transform the way in which you lead change. Thank you.